Hi everyone, welcome to Isaac Reviews. You know the drill by now. I watch movies generally for no reason at all, and today we're reviewing Dora and the Lost City of Gold. Yeah, alright. So, when I first saw the trailer for this movie, I was downright mortified that Dora the Explorer, of all things, was getting a film. I mean, sure, there was also the Sonic movie trailer that released a while later. And, well, don't get me wrong, it looked bad. At least it's not being released this year anymore. Instead, these movies will probably take the spot as the worst films of this year. But anyways, I was still dreading this movie's release. But I guess I can explain my history with Dora the Explorer. I didn't watch it that much. You wanna know why? I watched more Thomas and Friends when I was little. More notably, though, when it was good. And I'm talking about the original Railway series and season 17 and maybe 18, I don't know. Because let me tell you, after seeing what the franchise brought us recently, I was sad that now Thomas and Friends is sticking to writing that has no idea on what consistency is, annoying characters, a downright rancid message, and animation that tried to do a cartoonish looking style, but ended up backfiring on the movie miserably. Okay, we're getting off track. If you want to hear my actual thoughts about that, wait until I release the first couple of episodes of Woomy's movie reviews, in which Woomy would take a really close look at all sorts of movies. Animated movies, live-action movies, live-action animation hybrid movies, live-action remakes of animated movies, adaptations of literally anything, underrated masterpieces, overrated dumpster fires, films that are undoubted masterpieces, films that are great despite some being better, movies that are undoubted garbage, movies that are bad despite some being worse, good sequels, bad sequels, good spin-offs, bad spin-offs, good movies that made a lot of money, bad movies that made a lot of money, guilty pleasures, tear-jerkers, laugh-out-loud comedies, films I thought were okay, films I thought were amazing, films I never want to see again for as long as I live. All that and many more on Woomy's movie reviews. But anyways, what I think of the Dora movie itself? Well, I'll tell you. Shut up. It was not amazing, but it certainly wasn't bad either. I mean, it looked like something that clearly just wanted to make money, but it was one of those movies where you think it'll be bad, but it turns out good. I mean, the last time something like that happened last year, it got glowing reviews on opening weekend. And the same case happened with this movie, where the reviews were actually pretty lukewarm. But after hearing that, I figured that it could be better than it looked at first. So when I finally saw the movie yesterday, I realized that it was better than I thought it would be. Now, the movie actually makes fun of its source material in a few of its jokes, but most of the time it would break the fourth wall if it wants to make those jokes. Heck, there's even a scene where Dora, Diego, and this other guy touch some enormous flowers, and then all of it turns into 2D animation in the style of the original show. At least I can give it points for being accurate. But anyways, the movie starts with Dora going to school, but she quickly comes to dislike the school due to bullies and stuff. Hey, I can give it points for relatability, because for me, my last 3 years in school were complete nightmares. In 4th grade, I had to deal with an Undertale fangirl threatening to kill me because I didn't play Undertale, a tattletale who pretty much hated anything fun, a lazy jerk who was emotionally attached to emojis for some reason, and a spineless, sociopathic teacher who only cared about one thing: happiness. Yeah, it doesn't matter if your great-grandma died. As long as it's all happy rainbow butterfly pony flowers, then it's all Gucci. For 5th grade, however, I had to deal with a lot more bullies. Most of them were on my bus ride home. A teacher who fit really well with said boys, and a reading teacher who sounded like Marina from Splatoon if she drank a whole gallon of helium. And with last year's 6th grade, I had to deal with a billion tattletales in my grade wing who didn't realize that it wasn't elementary school anymore. A PE teacher who was as strict as hell, heaven, and everything in between. And to top it all off, a crap ton of boys. I even got into fights with some of them. In fact, one of them even punched me in the stomach because I gave him constructive criticism. Now, well, we are getting far off track. So, Dora gets kidnapped along with some of her friends at a museum. They end up in a Congo jungle in Peru, and they have to get to a lost gold temple before treasure hunters and Swiper get there first to steal all the treasure that the temple possesses. Now, I guess I could get some flaws out of the way first. Sometimes the writing can feel a little bit foamed in, along with some of the performances. And while the movie is highly corny, the corniness can actually lead to being very funny, especially when the movie would break the fourth wall. Not only that, but the writing was actually okay, and the performances were really good. So, in conclusion, this movie's sort of like last year's Teen Titans Go to the movies. With that movie, the source show was annoying as hell, but the movie itself was actually good and would do a lot of jokes where it would make fun of what it's trying to parody, mostly by breaking the fourth wall. Despite how a year prior we already had a movie that made fun of what it was trying to be, a superhero film. With this movie, the source show is really annoying, but it actually ended up being really funny. And it was a really good film that made fun of what it was based on, which is educational children's shows. Because the last time something tried to make fun of educational children's shows, ooh boy was it a mess. So, in conclusion, once again, if you're tired of seeing how much money The Lion King is making at the box office, hell, if you're tired of constantly having to sit through bad or even mediocre films at the theater, I actually suggest this one. In fact, I even watched this movie by myself, and at first, which hasn't been something that's happened since, 5 years ago when I watched this pile of crap. But I was only alone for, the first 10 minutes, then people walked in. But anyways, let's see what we got next. Oh, well... Okay, look, I understand that the movie is actually getting really good reviews from critics and audiences alike. But I'm sorry, the first film was fine as it was. There was no demand for this unnecessary sequel that was just based on a game where you flick birds at green pigs. But it might just be Rovio's latest attempt just to make people remember them, because they've really fallen from grace ever since 2015, because they went from producing amazing games to mediocre puzzle games that almost no one in the community likes at all. Not only that, but they also put in stuff like microtransactions and loot crates into the games, which are also not good. But hey, at least we got people like Maximus Overdrive and Construction Hat Pig practically berating Rovio on Twitter just because of the fact that they're doing this stuff and not listening to their criticism. By the way, my Twitter's in the link in the description, and my Instagram. Follow me on those, please. And because of what I might say in the review, I'm probably gonna get crucified for it. And well, let's see what we got next. This movie looks, it looks okay, which is good, because don't get me wrong, we have plenty of other movies coming out later this year that look okay. Heck, we got Frozen 2 coming out later this year, and I know someone my age or gender shouldn't be excited for it, but I don't care. It looks like a lot of fun. But the demand for bad-looking movies coming out later this year is so high that it's honestly baffling. Well, guys, there you have it. My review of Dora and the Lost City of Gold. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe, post notifications, all that stuff. I'm Isaac, and I watch movies generally for no reason at all. See you guys next time on Isaac Reviews. Come on. Where's my outro theme? There we go. Much better. This is why I don't like buffering. It really delays the inevitable of some stuff. Okay, bye guys.